this is Allison Pryor. Back with another painting. I want to thank everybody for sending me emails and giving me really nice compliments and asking me for requests. So I got a request to do a dark sky with stars, and people are sending me their paintings, and I must say they are so beautiful. It makes me so proud. So first of all, with this dark sky painting with shining stars, first thing I like to do is it's good to start at one section at a time. So let's just take the sky first, and we'll go a little over halfway with our tape. So just tape off your canvas, and your canvas is in portrait because we're going to do some really nice things going on here, and I'm making up as I go along, so bear with me. So I'm trying to get a few requests in at the same time. So let's get our tape on over halfway, and we'll just deal with the sky right now. So the sky is going to be dark. So in order to get dark sky, you're going to need some dark paint. So I'm just using black and blue. You can use any kind of, it could be Mars black or ultramarine blue. And I'm just using a Bristol brush around size 12. And so what I want to do first is I'm going to load my brush, both sides, and I'm going to put on my blue paint at the top of the sky, just to get it as simple. You can do this whatever makes you feel comfortable, but I'm going to tell you some easy techniques so you don't have to worry too much and get you started. A lot of people that look at my videos are beginners, and they don't know where to start, and so I'm trying to make it as easy as I can for everybody. So then let's just put on our blue first. So just blue, blue, blue. We're going to darken it up now in a minute with some black. And as you can tell, I like to do all my paints and my paint mixing on the canvas itself rather than mix a dark blue on my palette and put it on. The reason is because I find I get a better separation of colors. And I'd rather have a separation of colors than have one color on my canvas. It makes it more interesting. So we're going to go with the blue. Keep going with the blue. I'm just going to load up my palette, and then we're going to put on some black just to get it nice and dark. You can even add a little bit of red to it if you like to purple it up a little bit. I could put some red in there if you like. So let's get the blue on first. All right, see, it's all blue, all blue. There we go, all blue. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, because that's still wet, we want to keep it wet. I'm not using any water. I'm just using the paint straight from the tubes. And now I'm going to put on some black, so just to darken it up. So there we go. Now that will mix in with the blue and give you a nice dark sky. See that? Nice. And you still see your blue. See? You still see your blue. You can do your sides also. I like these canvases. This is a stretch canvas. It's great because you don't have to frame it to put it on the wall. So just put in some more dark over your blue, right over your blue, and your blue will come through in spots. And you have a really nice dark sky. There we go. Pretty. So now you got the blue coming through, as you can see. All right. Now, make sure you can see that. There we go. Dark sky. And we're going to try and put in some stars now. So I use this little trick of a toothpick, and the way you can do it is take your toothpick and dip it into your white paint. Okay, just some white paint. Just dip, 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 dip. There we go. And you take the top of your toothpick and you put on your stars, and you put them wherever you want. And you'll notice that if you keep using the same paint, then the stars will be all different sizes. Okay, some will be bigger than others. So you put your stars wherever you want them, and you can spread them out. Probably have more in one part than the other. And if you want to, I never thought of this, you can look at the star constellations or the different types of stars and have them so that they look just like they would in the sky. But I'm just tapping on some there now just to show you. So when you take your paint and it wears off and it gets so dull that you can't see any more stars, go back and get more paint, and then you'll have some bigger stars again. And you keep tapping just the very tip of your toothpick, and just tap around until all the paint is off your toothpick. Don't go back and get any more paint until you keep tapping and you can't see any more stars. There's nothing, because that'll give you all different sizes of stars. Look, how cute is that? So keep tapping until you don't see any more stars. Just keep tapping, tap, 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 tap. There we go. All right. So I still see some paint coming off my toothpick, so I'm not going to go back and get more paint yet. And you can have as many stars as you want, as many as you want. This is your painting, and you put in as many stars as you want. You can also do the sides of the canvas, okay? So I painted the sides of my canvas, and you can also put some stars here to make it look like your painting is being wrapped around your canvas. And I love these canvases because you do not need any frames. You just hang it on the wall as is. So I'm just putting my stars on the sides of my canvas so it makes it look like, yay! All right. So that's how you do your stars in your sky. If you want some bigger ones, you can go back and get more paint. And you can put in more bigger ones, okay? But the trick is to put paint on your toothpick first, and then keep going until you run out of paint, till you can't see any more paint. Then you go back and get more paint on your toothpick, and then you keep tapping, and then you got all kinds of different stars. You get all different sizes. See how pretty that is? That's your night sky with shining stars. And if you want to make them even more shiny, you can also go back over some of them again when the paint dries and make them brighter. And you can also do all kinds of things that I will explain to you later to make your painting shine. And what I'm going to do next is we're going to do the bottom half of the canvas. And we're going to have a dark bottom to match our top. So the same procedure. So you're going to put on your blue paint, and you want, this is going to be some water. We'll probably have a nice little, let's put in probably some nice little beach or something here. But right now we just want to decide where we want our water. So this is going to be our water. Same thing, you put on your blue paint, okay? I'm just using the paint, I'm not using water, because I'll tell you why. If you use water, it's going to thin out your paint. I might have had too much, look, I might have had too much water on my brush, and what happens is it makes the paint transparent, and it's harder to work with. But if you have, don't forget your sides. If you don't use water and just use your paint, then it'll be easier to, it'll still be easy to move around, but it'll be thicker looking, and you won't have to do 2 and 3 coats. So that's a good idea. And also you can also get a little spritzing bottle and spray, and you can spritz it. I'll get that for you after and show you what I'm talking about. But, sometimes things come to my mind while I'm painting, and I don't want to get up and leave you, because that will make it too long. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the bottom part of my canvas where I decide that I want my water. Okay, so this is going to be the ocean. And the ocean wants to be as dark as the sky. Okay, so just keep putting on your paint, And some people say they like my accent. Sometimes I just ramble on, and hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. So anyway, you just keep putting that paint on, the blue. Okay, so just go back and forth. All right. We're going to make this shimmer too. I'm going to put some shimmering water in it, and reflection of the stars and all kinds of reading. We'll just keep making it up as we go along, you know, just have some fun with it. So I'm going to throw in some black already. Yeah, some black, because I don't want that to dry. So even if we have to work in different sections, even if we want to go longer, let's just work up here so that it won't dry on us. Because once it dries and then you put black over blue, then you'll be covering up your blue all together. Okay, so now let's go back in and get some more blue, because you want to bring it down a bit more than that. Let's go down to about here, okay? So just make a line where you want to go. And just take your blue paint. You can go back into your black again. That's okay, because you're going back and forth with the black and the blue. Do your sides, okay? Do your sides, and that way you won't have to worry about it after. And that way you won't have to worry about trying to get the colors the same again. So just do it all at one time. So here we go. So get up under your sky, with your ocean. And then, let's see if we can find some more paint. So here we go, paint, yay. So we're gonna put some more blue paint on here. Lots of paint, look, I'll show you. I am actually just like taking my brush and pushing it into the paint. Look, it's dripping, it's so wet, okay? My canvas is 11 by 14, which I find great because we're gonna put a few rocks on the beach right here. And how you do that, I think I showed you this before. You just keep damping your brush. It's a very small flat brush. You can use small, medium, and whatever size rocks you want. Okay. And I'm just going to take white on one side. Okay. And I'm going to take black on the other side. And we're just going to make these little, with the black side down, we're just going to make these little touch over, just touching over, like you're scraping something off your canvas, like there's a little bug or a fly on there, and you're just putting on some rocks. So you can put them anywhere you want, because we'll be going over those with a few things after. I'm thinking, maybe some waves, go over the rocks. And you can put them in between the ones you already made, because then you get some smaller ones, okay? So all kinds of little rocks, just put them in there, touch and pull, touch and pull. Scrape that fly off, scrape it off, get off, okay. There we go. I know I'm silly. I'm trying to make them as easy as I can for you, because I know how frustrating it is. I've been there, and I just wish somebody would just explain it to me. I didn't care how to explain it, just do it for me. Okay, so we got some rocks going on here. I'm just touching. You can even just touch. Look, and you make a rock. Touch, look. Just touch. I'm not even doing anything. My paint is doing it for me and my brush, because I have black on one side and white on the other, okay? So look, you can just touch. Touch, 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 touch. Touch, 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 touch. Or touch and pull if you want bigger rocks. If you want little tiny ones, just little touch. Little touch. In between the ones you already did. There we go. Just as long as you got black on one side. You can have any colors you want. You can have red on one side and black on the other side if you want. It's up to you, okay? It's your painting. You decide what you want, okay? So now you're just putting your rocks in. Just touch, 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 touch. See? That's all I'm doing. So black on one side, white on the other. Touch, 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 touch. Little ones. Put ones in between the ones you already made. Have a really, really rocky beach. Look how much fun that is. Because you're not doing very much. You're like, here you are, touching your canvas with a brush, and all of a sudden all these beautiful rocks come out. I mean, you can have a full painting of just beach and rocks. And so simple, you could do it in less than an hour. Isn't that fun? That's what makes it so much fun. It's because you can do these simple little techniques, and they will give you a beautiful painting. And people go, how did you do that? Gosh, it must have took you so long, because you had to use it. You had to put all these rocks in individually. But look, just touch, 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 touch. All right, so when you're happy with as many rocks as you want, see, you got tons of rocks. You can even go over ones that you did just to really pile them up there, right? Just pile them on, pile them on, pile them on. That's it, pile them on. Just touch, 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 here, there, and everywhere, right? Touch, touch. If you need to touch and pull over, you can do that. You can get different shape rocks, okay? Touch and pull, or just touch, okay? And touch gently, get small rocks. Touch hard, you get a bigger rock. Touch and pull, you get even bigger rocks, okay? So just touch and pull. See, there's a beach full of rocks. Isn't that cool? Alrighty then. So I'll leave you with that. Let you play with that for a while. So take your time and have some fun with it. And if it doesn't work out for you, just go get it and redo it again. That's pretty cool rocks. I like that. So that's really nice, and we'll keep that. And what we'll do next is we will, why don't we put get a fan brush, okay, and we'll put some sparkles of water coming down here, okay? So just got a fan brush. Any fan brush is good as long as it's not too big. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take some white paint, white, and a little bit of blue, because we don't want the white to be jumping out so much that it distracts you from your painting, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to start up here. We're going to probably put a little moon up there and make it really bright. So we'll get this is a reflection from a moon that we're going to put in later, okay? And with your fan brush, just pull over, just tap, tap, tap. If you pull on it, it'll probably get to, see? You can do that too, but if you prefer this method, this technique, just touch very lightly, tap it, tap it. You can extend it. You make it up whatever way you want. If you want a skinny one, but as you come down, then try to keep it more centered. But as you're going, you can add these little flicks of light all over your painting, okay? So I'm losing my hand is doing whatever it wants there now because I'm sitting in an awkward position. So, but you do this technique, get some more blue, and bring your brush nice and flat together with the paint, and then do it again. So just keep going over here until you get these reflections. Look, see? And you come all the way down, and I'll show you after. Some of these could be waves, it could be just reflections from the sky. All right, and then we'll add some more white on top of that after, just to, so you can spread it out little bits on the sides here, not too much, just a little bit, okay? And then just come back and forth and back and forth. All right, so just fill up your brush when you need to and tap. I am barely touching the canvas, but you get the feel of it yourself. Go back and forth and back and forth. And as I come down here, I am going to make it a little bit skinnier in the middle here, as if the light was reflecting, okay? But I am still going to add a few more out here, okay? I'm just dragging my brush over it a little bit. All right, so I think that'll do for this lesson, because I want to, oops, because my arm is doing whatever it wants and I'm in the wrong position, but you get my drift, no pun intended. Okay, so you can put them wherever you want, okay? And now I want to put in a nice moon. So I use one of these templates. You can use one of these. They have different ovals and different types of shapes. So I'm going to take this circle here, put it over my ocean, and I'm going to hold it on. Hopefully that'll work. And I'm going to take some chalk, and I'm going to make a circle with my template. Now, I never practiced this, so I don't know if it's going to work, but anyway, use your template to get a nice round circle. So I'll use that. We'll manage. So as long as you get a nice round circle, then that'll be your moon. So just take a small flat brush and fill your moon in, and you take chalk, because I found chalk, you can wipe it off. So take your moon and fill it in with white. Okay, just use that to go by to make a nice round moon. You could also leave your template on there and paint in there, make it nice and round. But I'm just going to take a chance on this, and I'm, like I say, sitting in an awkward position, so I won't be able to get my lines exactly the way I'd like to have them, but here we go. There we go, that's good. Perfect. I know it's not perfect. I know you're laughing. But anyway, so you clean off your brush really good. Clean it off really, really, really good. And just make a nice little halo around it, just so that it looks like there's, maybe there's a glow coming off your moon. Okay? So just make a little glow coming off your moon. You don't have very much paint on your brush. Be better if you waited for your moon to dry, because as you can see, I'm taking some of the paint from the moon, and I don't want that really. Okay? So we'll just go around your moon, get a bit of a glow. Wipe off your brush again if you got to. We don't want very much paint on that brush. And you're going to scrub. Scrub, 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 scrub. And you'll get a nice halo around your moon, okay? Scrub, 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 scrub. There we go. And you can go as big as you want. As long as there's not very much paint on your brush, you'll be fine, okay? So you can make it nice and round. There we go. Now you got a bit of a halo around your moon. We'll let the moon dry. I won't go near that anymore. So, then you can keep coming out as much as you want, because that'll look like the halo is going off into a distance, okay? There we go. Going off into a distance. And it's just going around your moon. Nice bright night. Wouldn't it be nice to stand on your balcony and look at your sky and see a beautiful bright moon and all the halos around it? So I'm just going to clean it up after, but right now we got to start it, okay? We got to start it. That's the main thing. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to take our fan brush again, and we are going to get this a little more shimmery here. Okay, so we'll just add some more white this time. Just add only white to your fan brush, just a little bit. I didn't add very much. And just go back over what you already did. Just tap a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. Just here and there. You already have your underpainting done. You already have, so you just tap over that now just to make it even a bit brighter, okay? So just go back over what you already did, and that will brighten it up for you. So you can leave the sides a bit, and then you can go back in and tap on some more. And just stay in the center this time, so you won't, so it'll make it look more like it's really, really bright. And as you come down, so leave some of your dark, and just come down, tap, 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 tap over already what you did. And that will really brighten up that center for you, so that it looks like the moon is shining down on the ocean. Perfect. So what you can do also is take a toothpick, your handy dandy toothpick, and you can tap it in like you did with your stars, and you can tap on some extra little tap, 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 tap on some. You might need to go back and forth, get more paint, because these are little hard to see. So just tap on a few more up here on the top here, just to give it more glitter and more shine. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So you can put on as many of those little dots of white as you want up here on the top here, and that will give you nice glitter. So then what we're going to do is take our fan brush again, and our fan brush, we still have black and blue on our palette, okay, and a bit of white. So what we're going to do now is add a bit of water to our beach. So our water is going to be blue, a little bit of let's see, a little bit of black. We just want to lighten it up a little bit. The colors that we did black and blue, remember? So now we need to get our beach started. So we're going to add a bit of white to that, just to get it a bit brighter than what it is. Okay, see? See? I know I said I don't like to mix on the canvas, but I just want to show you how light we're going to get it. Okay, so there we go. And now, up here, we're going to pretend that you pick a spot and take your brush, and we're going to bring in some water. We're going to go over and down, and over and down, and over and down, and make it sort of like a little wave is coming in. Very simple waves. Over and down, and over and down. That's it. And then more black and blue, a bit of white. Doesn't matter if it's exactly the same color. And you can start on the other side if you like. And over and down, and over and down, over and down. See how quickly I'm doing it? I'm not even going to worry about it. Just over and down. When you get to the middle, then you can just bring this back and forth here, just so that the water looks like it's coming in on the beach. There we go. So as the water is coming in on the beach, you can put some water up here so it looks like, okay, so take the light color and we're going to do this. This is where the water, the foamy water, okay? So, but we're going to leave some rocks exposed because it looks like the water is going over the rocks. And that's the foam. And that will brighten it up now in a second. So let's go back over get some more black and blue and white. And go back over this again. So you shape it up the way you want it, okay? You can darken it up or lighten it up or whatever you want to do. And just come over and down. That's it. Good. Over and down. Over and down. Back and forth. Just get it up on the beach. There we go. Now what I'm going to get you to do this time, where the rocks are exposed, I am going to get you to put your fan brush in water. And you're going to leave it wet, okay? But you don't want it to drip, so just tap it off a little bit into your tissue, okay? But this time it's really wet, so you're going to bring that over your rocks, and that way you'll be able to see your rocks. It's like it's a glaze, and you can see your rocks, and then it looks like your rocks are underwater, like the beach is coming in. So you need more water. Go get it. Tap a little bit. No more paint, just water, and then you put it on there. It makes it look like you can see your rocks. Cool. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to clean your brush. Sorry about that. You're going to clean your brush. And you are going to go back over that again. Clean brush. Just picked up some paint I didn't want. Things happen, and it happens to the best of us, I guess. So let's clean that up in here. There we go. I didn't want to lose our rocks, so I'm going to go back and get some water. I had too much paint on my brush and just clean some of that water off there so I can see the rocks. You can still see the rocks. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take some white paint and you're going to go back over the top here and pull and down. And pull and down, and that look like the water is rolling in on the beach. Okay, and here we go. Touch over and down, over and down, over and down, and in here. Okay. I made a real mess of that, but let's see. Okay. So let's just take this and we'll take that. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to make it look more like it's rolling into the beach. Okay, so just take your brush and touch the end of that and go right across. Ooh. All right. So there we go. We got us started, and we will make sure that it's rolling in on the beach. Now we lost our rocks. Which is back. I dried some of my paint, and I'm just going back in with a bit of white to straighten out my moon, because if it's crooked on you, all you got to do is just straighten it out by going around it, okay? Go around it and get it straightened up. So painting is going back and forth until you're happy, adding details, taking things out that you don't like, all that good stuff. You can also add, if you don't want the moon, let's leave the moon as it is. You can have, like, you can add a little bit of shadow to your moon if you want to, or you can leave it as it is. I kind of like, you know, adding a bit of this is nice too, but I kind of like the moon pure white, but that's okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take some blue paint. Now that we have our beach all ready to go, we get all this done here. We are just getting some idea what way we would like the beach to look. So now I'm going to put some blue paint in here. Just use that as a guide and go in with some blue paint and just go across, just straight across. I'm just going to take all that out there because I really didn't like it, tell you the truth. I mean, you know, you can do it that way, but I also want to show you how you can, if you don't like something, how you can take it out and do it again, okay? This is a good lesson. I was going to delete my video, but I decided, you know, I did something that I wasn't happy with, and if you do something you're not happy with, you don't have to destroy your whole painting. Just go back in and put a solid color over it. Just put your blue over it. Put any color over it, doesn't matter, and then start over on that one section, okay? So you don't have to destroy everything. I mean, there's a lot of work involved in putting in and doing a video and also doing paintings. So you don't want to destroy it. You want to be able to fix it. So with acrylics, it's great. You can just go back over the area you don't like. So we're going to go over this area because I don't like it. And I'm going to leave the white. I'm going to leave the white coming up on the beach, okay? So all I want to do is put in my blue. And so like I say, it's a great lesson how to fix something or how to go over something that you didn't like in your painting. All right? So we're going to fix that part there. If you like what you did, you go ahead and keep it and just look at this video and take it as a lesson for some other things that you might want to use it for. So we're just coming in on the beach. We'll leave our white line. I almost went over it a bit there. It's a little difficult because I'm sitting in an awkward position. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything I'm doing. And if I don't pull back this, you won't be able to see everything. So I think that's good. So what you're going to do now is you are going to add a bit of white to your blue, and you are going to add some waves. So you can just pull over a little wave and pull it down. Pull it down. Make a little, oops, there we go. There we go. Okay, so make these little waves and then bring in some water this way. Just add it into your water. So we'll get the little waves going on here. And you can add some white, and as you can see, just these little white lines going in there. And then you're going to add a little, because a little splash, maybe it's splashed in there, you know. And then maybe there's another one over here somewhere, maybe right here. There's one over and down. Yeah, little waterfalls is what it's like. Water is falling into the beach. A few little drops of where it fell in. And then just take your paint, a bit of blue and a bit of white. So all I'm doing is just rubbing some blue and white together. And then I'm going to go back in here and add some little waves. Okay. And I think we're doing okay here. I think we're doing okay. If you have any questions, or if there's something, you know, you want me to go over with you, or if you wanted to add something to it and I didn't add it, just ask me and I'll do my best to figure it all out for you. So make these fun. Make these paintings fun to do. We don't want to have them too hard. We just want to have some fun. So add a bit of white onto your brush and just throw in a few little lines. See? That's all. So on top of your water, just throw in a few lines. I think we're doing pretty good there now. And for this one here, where I lost some of my water, we'll just go back over that line. Good. Good. There we go. Perfect. So I don't think I'm going to do much else with this painting because there's not much really else to do. So you can put in some white lines and that will give you some waves. If there's something else you wanted to see and I didn't do it here, just let me know and I'll do my best to do another video. So we'll leave this. We'll call this one finished. Alright. I think that's all I had to do and show you. I think I wanted to put a few reflections of the stars in the ocean. I promised you that one, didn't I? So just take your toothpick and just add a few little, because I think A few little stirs. There we go. That's all, just a few little stirs, reflecting off the water. And I think we will call that finished. It's a pretty little video, and I think you've probably learned a lot. And you can take this and do other paintings, all kinds of dark paintings. You could add things to it. You can add trees to your beaches or your palm trees or anything at all. So you guys go and finish that painting. Send it to me, AllisonPryor@yahoo.com. I'll be putting that in my video so you can see it. And I love seeing your paintings. They look great, and I'd love to see this one. So you guys have a great time, and happy painting from Allison Pryor, all the way from Newfoundland.